Okay, let me share it from this my laptop screen. Okay, so this is the document I am actually talking about. It's all about listening skills today. If you are listening to me and if I'm sharing the screen with you, can you see the document listening skills, the art of listening?
No, it's not visible.
Screen is not shared.
Okay. I feel like I have an issue. Is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
Still not.
No, ma'am, it's not visible.
Okay. Now, is it visible?
No, ma'am.
It's still not visible, ma'am.
No, I'm sharing the screen with you. I like here I'm presenting.
No, ma'am, it's not
Now, if
visible.
you can see
It's not
We
not
we ca-
visible.
we can't see anything.
to all of you, to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, no, it's visible now.
All of us.
Visible, visible.
Okay. Now I think it's
Now
going to
it's
be
visible.
visible to all of you. Yeah, okay. So this is the
Now it's
document that yeah, exactly. This document I'm uploading it, but it's taking much time. So I have shared the screen with you. You can see it. See, it's listening skills, the art of listening. I have to read it from the documents that I have shared, and then I'll explain it in another tape. And we have some recordings as well, to which I'll be making you people to listen to those recordings, and then we will discuss all those things. So it's actually a practice class today. That when you are I mean, like when you are put to something, I mean, when it is a recording or when it is an audio or a video, or when you are listening to somebody while sitting in front of them, how do you listen to them? What type of listening do you have? I mean, whether you understand them or whether you do not, whether you have to struggle for the meanings of the words or not, whether you can comprehend it easily or not. So we are going to discuss all of those aspects in these listening skills, as well as I'll try to listen to your responses as well after listening to the audio recordings, how you understand it and how much critical understanding do you have about when you are listening to somebody, when you are listening to an audio or a video or any other person talking to you, right? So starting with the first slide, see, it's listening skills, or it means the art of listening, how you listen to people. So the second slides introduces listening, as that we will be discussing listening, the components of listening, then the difference between listening and hearing, importance of listening skills, effective listenings and process of listening, techniques of listening skills, and then there are at the end we are having some class activities that I'll be providing some audios. You will be listening to all those audios, and then we will have discussion on those audios. Okay. See, we are having a picture in the third slide. It means that in the whole communication, if we see we are having writing, speaking, reading, and listening, this is the whole communication. Sometimes we write, sometimes we speak, sometimes we read, and sometimes we listen. You see, listening is 53% of the whole communication, writing is 14%, and speaking is 16% of the communication, reading is 17%. So we more focus on the speaking instead of reading, instead of listening and writing. Listening is very important. We listen to people, then we can write. We listen to people, then we can speak, and we listen to people, then we can read. So listening is 53% in the whole communication. If you can, if I'm sharing the screen with you, and if you can see this picture, it's like 53%. In the fifth slide, it's listening is the ability. Now it's like the definition of listening. Listening is the ability to identify and understand what the speaker is saying through understanding his accent, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, and grasping his meaning. So if you do not understand, or you cannot grasp the meaning of the person who is speaking, or the vocabulary, the grammar, the pronunciation, the accent, if you cannot understand that, it means that you do not have that particular ability. So listening is actually the ability to identify and understand what the speaker is saying through all these things. So if you have the ability to understand the accent, the pronunciation, the grammar, the vocabulary, and eventually grasp the meaning, so you have that particular ability, you are good at listening, understanding the people. It is the process of receiving, constructing meaning from, and responding to spoken or non-verbal communication. So listening is not only a very silent process. It's not, we can say that you listen to people and you understand. It's actually a very regular or a very continuous process that you listen to people, you think on it, and then you respond. Response means that you actually give them a hint that you are listening to them. It's a feedback. So it's a process of receiving, constructing meaning from, and responding to spoken or non-verbal communication, to hear something with thoughtful attention. So there is a difference in listening and hearing. When you hear people, it's actually not an intended one. You hear because you are near to something, you are at that place, that's why you can hear something. To hear something with thoughtful attention, so when there is an attention with it, it's actually listening. Our listening skills are the ways to listen effectively. So when we read about listening skills, it means that what are the ways to listen effectively to the people, right? Or what are those ways, or what are those techniques that we can listen to the people effectively. Then there are some components of listening skills. You have to discriminate between the sounds, you have to recognize the words, identifying stress words and group of the words, identifying functions such as apologizing, who is talking, what is talking, and what is the idea in that particular message, right? So identifying those functions as well in the conversation. Connecting linguistic cues to paralinguistic cues, like the intonations and the stress. So if somebody is talking and they are angry, they are aggressive, so you can take the meaning from the tone, like the intonations, the rise and the fall of the sounds, the stress of the words, what words they are stressing on. And so these are the paralinguistic cues. These are some of the hints that they can get you the meaning that somebody is aggressive, somebody is polite, or things like that. So you can, if you have the ability of connecting those linguistic cues to those non-linguistics, like paralinguistic cues, you have the ability actually to understand, or the ability to listen to people. Linguistic cues is that the gestures and the relevant objects in this situation in order to construct meaning, right? So as I said, linguistic cues are the gestures and the relevant objects in the situation in order to construct meaning. And then we have, sometimes you have to use the background as well. Where you are sitting, whether it is an office, whether it is a house, whether it is you are at home, you are with friends, you are with somebody, the employer or the employees, or who is the person. So using the background knowledge and context to predict and confirm the meaning. That if somebody is using a word in an office, it's actually you understand that these words are used in the offices. These vocabulary or the choice of the words are used in offices, in a law court, or in any other place. So using the background can also predict you the meaning. Recalling important words, topics, and ideas, and giving appropriate feedback to the speaker. Reformulate what the speaker has said. So these are actually the components that if you follow these components, then you can understand who is talking, what was the talk, what was the message actually, and then when you criticize them, when you formulate an idea in your own mind, then you can actually give a feedback. So listening is a whole process. So seeing it, the components of the listening, it's a whole process. It's not only to hear something, it's to hear something with full attention, and then to analyze the language, analyze the paralinguistics and the linguistic cues, then connecting them and understanding the background, and then you see eventually formulate the idea and give a feedback. So it's actually the way we communicate. It's a whole communication process. It's not only to hear something, right? So this was all about the listening. It's actually the process of the listening. Now, for what purpose you are listening? There are so many, we can say, ways or purposes of listening to somebody. Whether you want to understand something, whether it's just for the purpose of listening to somebody, it's a group discussion and you want to recognize yourself with the group because they all are listening to somebody, right? So some of the listenings are appreciative listening, some of the listening are empathic listening, some of the listening are comprehensive listening, and sometimes it's critical listening. So depending on we can say the purpose, for which purpose you are listening. If you are sitting in a class, if you do not understand the thing, but you listen because eventually you have to, you have to read that, you have to learn that. Sometimes there are listenings that when a group is sitting to somebody, I mean, like when there is a religious scholar and all of the people are sitting to them, to him or her or anybody who is talking. So you try to recognize recognize yourself, or to put yourself in the same group. So you listen to the person. You actually have some body language as well, that you are listening, you are attentive to that conversation. And sometimes it can be only for the fun as well, like when you listen to songs and something, jokes, etc. So they are appreciative listening. So these are the types. There are 4 types of listenings, which are appreciative, empathic, comprehensive, and critical. Let me open another tab for you people, then we can discuss these appreciative and the rest of the types of listening. Right. So actually, as I said, that when we listen to somebody, we have different reasons depending on the goals in which we are trying to achieve. Like, what is the goal? Why we are listening to somebody? So depending on those goals or those important things, we have 4 types of listening, that is appreciative, empathic, comprehensive, and critical. So we have appreciative, empathic, comprehensive, and then we have critical listening. Right? So these are the 4 types of listening. When we listen to people for appreciation, it's actually for enjoyment. You try to enjoy something. So when you are listening to a music, any joke, or somebody is narrating a story, or it's just for a joke, you enjoy that. It's actually an appreciative listening, right? It can be sometime a motivational speech, right? It can be sometime a joke, but there are like the intended meaning is just for the reformation of something, reforming something. Sometime there can be some very serious thing, but it's ironical, so it's just for the sake of a joke. Or music, you know that it's for something appreciation, something enjoyment, something for the joy. So these are the appreciative listening. Now, empathic listening are those listening when you listen to somebody, but that is actually you identify yourself with a group. So when you are listening to a person who is a religious scholar, or actually when you try to see that whether the person is a female or a male, or you want to realize or identify the speaker at that situation, so it's actually an empathic one, right? So during that type of listening, you are trying to identify with the speaker by understanding the situation in which he or she is discussing, right? And sometimes it can be like you try to identify yourself with the group because the group is listening to somebody, right? So usually in this type of listening, you want to be fully present in the movement or mindfully listening to what the speaker is saying. Your goal is actually to identify yourself with the speaker, not yourself, and not actually the thing that the person is speaking. It's actually that you are trying to understand the speaker. You are trying to identify yourself with the speaker. You might have noticed this thing that sometimes you do not want to understand the thing actually, or you do not want to understand yourself, that what you are doing, but you actually identify yourself with the person. ठीक है, हम सिर्फ बस उनको सुनते हैं. We just want to let him know that he is important or she is important, or the listener, we can say the speaker is important. So this is something empathy, just जैसे हम नहीं कहते कि in due respect we try to listen to the people. We aren't interested in the message, but we are interested in the person that we listen to him or her. So that is empathic listening. Now, some of them are comprehensive listening. So if you are watching news, and if you are listening to a lecture, a classroom lecture, or any presentation, any we can say symposium, if there is any other discussion, but that is important because that is going to be the next level for your understanding, and eventually you have to understand that thing. It's actually the comprehensive listening, because that thing is important. So in this process, it's actually an active listening. You try to understand the person, the thing, the pronunciation, the vocabulary, and if you have any question, it's actually you ask the person. Okay, you are attentive because it's your goal, you want to learn. So this one is comprehensive, and actually the basic active listening lies in the comprehensive listening, because eventually you have to identify with the structure of the language. You have to identify with the knowledge or the message within that particular speaking. Okay, so you have to take the notes of the main ideas of the person. You have to identify with the structure of the speech and evaluating the everything that the person is speaking, right? So this one is a bit difficult to listen, but this one is actually your goal. Actually, the active listening lies in the comprehensive listening. Active listening lies in the comprehensive listening. Because when you understand the lecture of somebody, when you are listening to the teachers, when you are listening to somebody that for which the goal is learning, it's comprehensive, and it's the active listening lies over there. Now the critical listening, in the comprehensive listening, you can participate very easily, because you, at the same time, when you are listening, at the same time you are thinking and you are evaluating the language, you try to understand them. In the critical listening, it's basically, for example, when you go to a market and there is somebody, you ask about a product, any cell phone or any laptop or any expensive thing, and you inquire about it, and the person start discussing the qualities and characteristics of those products. So you listen to the person, but you, at the same time, you are critical, because you analyze the thing, you try to compare it with another thing, you might have seen it somewhere else, right? So it's critical. You might have searched something before that thing, or you might have seen that product before it, but you listen to the person, and at the same time you are criticizing it. Criticism doesn't mean that it's always negative. It can be a very positive one. You try to compare it with the product that you have seen or you might have seen. So it's the same thing. It's not only about the products. It can be about any message or idea. That if you're listening to people, and you might have listened to that idea that the person is discussing, so you compare that idea with the one that you have already know. So this is critical listening, that when you are listening, at the same time you are criticizing or you are comparing it with another idea or with another product. Okay, so in the critical listening, in the first example, you criticize or you compare it with another product, and eventually you make a decision that whether to buy the product or not to buy. So this is critical listening. Okay, so these are actually the types of the listening that we do, and we actually do it. In appreciative, when we listen to songs, this is appreciative. Empathic is when you listen to people, but you are actually more interested in the person. You might have, like when you listen to your parents, they might be discussing something that you already know, but you listen to them because you try to identify yourself with the father or the mother. Comprehensive listening is when you listen to the teachers and all the people who instruct you on some particular formula, idea, or any other thing. Critical listening is any type of listening when we try to criticize the thing or compare the thing or the products or the ideas at the same time when we are listening. So it's the analyzation, it's a whole process. Right, we all of these listening we do in one way or the other way in our daily life. Now, if this is uploaded, right? Coming to the same slides, what is the importance of listening? It's like an attentive listener stimulates better speaking by the speaker. A good listener learns more than an ordinary listener. A good listener learns to detect attitudes, assumptions, and prejudices, right? It's the primary thing that when you listen to something, you actually understand that thing. When you hear it, you cannot understand that. It's like it's volatile, it evaporates at that time when you hear something. But when you listen to something, it's actually you try to detect attitudes and assumptions and prejudices, who is saying what or who is talking about what, right? Now effective listening is actually the active listening, where you observe the speaker's information by comprehending his or her words and non-verbal language, right? So in the importance of the listening, it's like a good listener always learns to detect the attitudes, assumptions, and prejudices by what and how. How? When you try, or when the listener actively observe the speaker's information by comprehending his or her words and non-verbal language, he can actually observe the whole thing and understand the whole thing, right? So you have to observe the speaker's information, then you can comprehend something, then you can talk about that idea, then you can critically evaluate it, and you can compare it with another idea. But if you do not listen to somebody, you cannot actually compare those things, you cannot actually evaluate them. It's the same is the case with the reading. If you read something, but if you read it critically, I mean, you compare this idea with another idea that you might have read before, you actually evaluate that thing. If you are just reading for the sake of pleasure, you cannot discuss that thing. But if you are reading something critically, I mean, you evaluate it, you can discuss that thing, you can talk about that thing, you can compare that idea with another one, you can compare that product with another product. So the same is the case with the affective listening as well. So if you hear something, you cannot understand that, you cannot discuss those things. While when you are listening effectively, you actually absorb the speaker's information, you can criticize that thing in a negative or a positive way, whatever the case is, you can compare it with, you can evaluate it, and eventually you can give a feedback, or a very good feedback on the same thing, right? So this is effective listening. Now, there are, like in the process of listening, you see there are some of the process is the listening, that when you listen to people, you actually receive. The first one is to hear. It's like the receiving. जैसे आपके जो जैसे हमारे senses है. So the first one is the receiving, the second one is the understanding, the third one is the remembering, and the fourth one is evaluating, and the fifth one is the responding. These are the process of listening. So when you receive, after that, it's like in the hearing, we only receive things. We do not understand, we do not remember, we do not evaluate, we do not respond. But in the attentive listening or the active listening, we receive something, like we hear something, then we understand it, then we remember that thing, and then we evaluate. So if you remember something, you actually try to compare that thing with another. So you start evaluating them, right? And then responding is the feedback. You respond in a good manner because you have understand that thing, you have remembered, and you have evaluated that thing. Okay? So these are actually the process within the listening. When you listen to people, and that is an active listening, you actually receive it, understand it, remember it, evaluate it, and respond it. There are some techniques or the skills that we can develop our listening skills, or we can focus on somebody who is listening, who is speaking. So how can you develop those skills or those art of listening? The techniques is the first one is to focus on the key points. Who is talking? What is he talking or she talking about? So you have to focus on those key points. You have to be aware of both the verbal and non-verbal messages. So if somebody is in front of you, you need to focus on the body language as well. And then like what the words he or she is speaking, the choice of the words, the diction, it's like you have to aware of those things. It eventually tells you, the action speaks more than the words. It eventually tells you that who the person is stressing on which idea. So there are some non-verbal cues as well. There are some non-verbal messages on as well. So if somebody is talking, you have to take care, or you have to be aware of the body language, right? I mean, like the gestures the person is making, the facial expressions the person is making. But if it is an online, or if it is an audio recording, you have to, like, you have another paralinguistic cues. That is like the aggressiveness, the tone, and the intonation of the voice, whether the rise and the fall of the speaker. You have to judge, or you have to be aware of the rise and the fall of the voice of the speaker, the tone of the speaker. So if it is aggressive, you can understand it is aggressive because the tone, or because of the intonations, mean the rise and the fall of the voice. These are the non-verbal messages, and these are the non paralinguistic cues that you can aware of the thing, you can aware of the message. Listen with an open mind. You have to be open-minded. You should not, in the middle of the, like when you are listening to somebody, you have to listen it to until the end when the person is speaking, because you have to be very open-minded. Otherwise, you cannot understand something. Sometimes the question that you are asking, the person might be discussing it at the end of the speaking, but you are just in a hurry and you want to listen to the answer at that time or in the middle. So you have to be like, you have to listen with an open mind. And the third one is avoid false attention and pretending to listen. If you are pretending, if you are like having just giving an impression or a false attention to the person, do not do that, right? So it can happen that the speaker can ask you any question at the time, then you aren't prepared to answer that because you are pretending to listen. So wait for the speaker to pause, then ask a question, be attentive and but relax. So attentiveness doesn't mean that you have to be anxious about something, you have to be cautious about something, you have to get relaxed and but be attentive. So these are some of the techniques that you can develop or your listening skills. Though it is very simple, like you might have heard or you might have listened to these key points, but you haven't applied it yet. So these are very we can say easy and very important techniques that you can develop your listening skills on. All right. Now, as I said, that listening skills is a very simple topic. We have been reading these things since our very first classes, that how to listen to the people, how to be attentive, what is an active listening, and all of them. It's actually, when it comes to something, I mean, like when you are provided with an audio or a video recording, and you are, when it is in English or in any other language, but when you are asked to listen to them and then review it, then it's a different one, right? Then you have to understand the language, you have to understand the cues, and you have to understand the tone and the intonations and everything, right? So in this particular class, I have included some of the activities for you people. I'm providing you people with some of the audios that I have recorded, and I will just open the recording, listen to that recording attentively, and then we will be discussing that what the person was saying, right? So these are some of the class activities. In the first activity is actually a project management meeting. There is a meeting and the people are discussing about something, about a project. So you have to listen to a project management meeting, and then I'll be asking about some of the questions in this particular we can say audio recording. So you have to listen to the recording carefully, and there are some activities that we will be doing after listening to this recording, right? So please be ready. I'm just opening the recording, listen to it, and then I'll be discussing it with you people. And the discussions is actually that, do you have any tips for effective meeting, right? When you listen to those things, I'll be asking some of the questions within the audio recording, and then the last discussions would be that, do you have any tips for effective meetings, right? So this is actually the questions in the first activity, but before that you have to listen to the recording. So I'm starting the recording. If you are with me, please say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes.
Is from the British Council. Thanks everyone for coming to this project meeting. I know I'm working cross-functionally on this project, but so far the key stakeholders are really pleased with how it's going. This project will really benefit our overall value proposition and the company as a whole. Yes, it's important.
Madam, the voice is not clear.
Ma'am, it's not clear.
Ma'am, it's not clear.
Yes, it's not clear.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
This recording is from the British Council.
Now, did you hear the recording?
Ma'am, the voice was not clear.
My voice not clear.
Okay. What about the rest of them?
Yes, madam, the
Ma'am,
voice
voice
was
is not
clear
Weak.
of the
Voice
video.
was not
Okay,
clear.
so it's okay. I'm just taking another example. Leave about this discussion, we have another activity. Listen to this activity, and then we will be having discussion on it. It's actually a recording of a job interview. You have to listen to the job interview recording, and then we will be practicing some of the listening skills. Then listen to me. What you have to do in while listening to this recording, you have to record the characters, that who is talking to whom, what are the names, and what they are discussing, and what is the last discussion. I mean, what is the last discussion? And then we will be discussing another point which is there. It's actually this point, that can you, it's like, that how do you prepare for an interview? If there is a job interview, how would you prepare for that interview? So in the second activity, you have to listen to this recording. It's a recording of a job interview. When you are listening to the recording, you have to focus on the characters, who is talking, what are the names of the characters, and what they are talking about, and what are their, we can say, the linguistics and the paralinguistic cues. I'll be asking about it. And the last discussion or the final discussion would be, how do you prepare for an interview? So is it clear now that what you have to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me open this one.
Ma'am,
Madam,
same
same
issue.
issue.
Same issue, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
Yes,
Ma'am, same issue.
आवाज फिर भी नहीं आ रही.
Yes, ma'am, the
Yes,
voice
ma'am.
is
नहीं
not clear. आ रही है लेकिन clear नहीं आ रही.
चले ठीक है, मैं आप लोग को यहाँ से ओपन करा के देती हूँ. आप लोग एक काम करें, आप लोगों में से किसी के पास अगर लैपटॉप है, अगर लैपटॉप से वो कर रहे हैं, तो कैन दे शेयर द स्क्रीन विद अस एंड कैन दे मेक अस लिसन टू द रिकॉर्डिंग? Anybody who can make us listen to the recording?
मोबाइल से नहीं होगा मैम?
होगा, लेकिन अगर किसी के पास लैपटॉप है तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा उसके स्क्रीन शेयर करने से.
मैम मैं लैपटॉप से लॉगिन हूँ.
आप कोई कोशिश करें जिनके पास अगर लगता है कि उनका नेट ठीक आ रहा है, सो प्लीज कैन यू डू दैट?
Let me do that.
हाँ, प्लीज ट्राई. आई एम ट्राइंग बट
मैम गूगल स्लाइड ओपन नहीं हो रहा.
गूगल स्लाइड से 1 मिनट.
मैम नहीं हो रहा।
आप लोग का नहीं हो रहा?
यस मैम।
ठीक है, मैं यहाँ से आपको
हाँ पहले
अभी इसको सुन ले। अगर आप लोग को आवाज फिर भी नहीं आ रही है, देन वी विल क्विट इट।
नो मैम नहीं आ रहा, क्लियर नहीं आ रहा।
अभी आवाज ठीक आ रही है?
नहीं मैम क्लियर नहीं आ रहा।
आप लोग अपने माइक्स जो है वो जरा स्पीकर जरा तेज कर दे, शायद आप लोग को आवाज आए। ये कैसे हो सकता है?
मैम वॉल्यूम फुल है।
मैम लगता है इस वॉइस में कोई मसला होगा, इसलिए हम नहीं सुन पा रहे।
नहीं, वॉइस में कोई मसला नहीं है। यहाँ पे जब प्ले हो रहे हैं तो आप लोग को कैसे आवाज नहीं आती? लेकिन ठीक है, आई एम स्टॉपिंग द रिकॉर्डिंग।
क्लियर नहीं है ये मैम,